G'day legends, welcome to Worlds as Worlds. And thanks for joining me here on episode 19 of GenX Plays Minecraft. In this episode we're going to be tackling a troll chamber, if that wasn't obvious. And as most things I do in Minecraft, I'm going to be trying to get as much possible out of this chamber as we can. That said, we're going to go back to a conversation I started back when I was trapping and killing the withers, basically concerning where do you draw the line. As while I'll be looting these chambers, I'm probably going to do a couple of things that some people might find questionable. Hopefully we'll start a conversation about it. But enough of that crap now. Let's get into looting. To do it, first thing we can do is get a map. So we'll go up to our mate up here. He should be able to sell us one. Where are we? Trial Explorer map, that'll do us. I grabbed two, hoping he might give us different ones. But yeah, they're both the same. Supposedly it should change once I've done the actual trial chamber, so we'll come back to him and see. The second one, yeah, just get rid of. And yeah, head back to base and get some gear. Don't need a heap of gear to start off with, just basically enough to get us in there at the moment. And yeah, we'll head upstairs and jump off the roof up there. Now, reading these maps, once they took the little arrow away from us and left us with a bloody little circle when we're out of the actual map area. Top of the map is always north. With coordinates, the way I always remember it is the second number increases negatively is north. If that makes sense, that's the way my brain works for it. So yeah, fortunately it's not too far away, this one. But we're going to come up to dilemma number one. Yeah, we come up to a line. So I'm just going to find the location, land as close as I can to it here, and then yeah, I'll let you know what we're going to do then. So yeah, what I do is get myself as close as possible to the location on the map. We write down the coordinates, log out. We jump onto a creative copy of this world. Well, it's a blank copy of this world. Go to those coordinates. I use this map generally for thumbnails, intros, that sort of, and this. Make sure we're in spectator. Just drop straight down from that coordinate that we came in. There's our troll chamber. I'm only looking for one thing. I don't want to assess it or whatever. Just want to see where the entrance is, which we'll find in a sec up the end here. Drop down where I consider the entrance is. Get the coordinates. And then this is where we're going to dig down. All right, we jump back over onto the proper world. Get back to our coordinates. Because we're underwater, we're just going to have to yeah, dig a little tower up and just around it so we can get rid of the water, and then we'll head on down. All right, once we're down here, we bust into this sort of entry area, I suppose. Now, we know we're going to be dealing with a shitload of items, so we're going to set this up with a few chests and such forth, basically make a little sort of base out of it, and then we'll go looting. I'll bring us back then. Once we've got the room ready, we upgrade the armor, put on the heavy duty gear, and definitely a good thing to have down here is a Smite 5 sword. It'll one hit kill any of the zombies or skeletons and all their variants without armor, and even with the best armor on, they're two hit kills, so definitely worth it. Once we've got all that sorted, we'll start her up. Now, since there's no spawners on the bottom level, I'll start off here. With the spawners in here, if you didn't know, you've basically got to be looking directly at them within a certain range. Not sure exactly what the range is to actually start them off. So you can effectively sort of walk around to a degree without setting them off, particularly if it's one level up. It's not a drama. So we just go along, smash all the everything up, basically grab everything as we go around, take note of how many rooms we've got heading off from here, this corridor. A lot of these will be dead ends and that, but yeah, just run around, loot everything, and then we'll head up to the next level. As you can see, the Smite 5 sword just cuts these buggers to pieces. Unfortunately, at the moment, yeah, I'm going to chase after them. Get the last one. Head back up, see what we get out of it, and block it off for now. Beauty, first key, excellent. And yeah, we'll just basically block it off so we can control when it goes off. Just those 5 blocks, yeah. Won't go off unless you remove one of them and basically look at it. So yeah, we'll just continue looting the rest of this gear and yeah, see what we got at the end of these side corridors. First corridor we try, we get a live one, or I suppose it's called a dead one. Spend enough time in these trial chambers till you get sick of these fucking stairwells. Yeah, we haven't got much choice. We set that one off. I mean, there's nothing we can do, so we hang around. We've got a lovely spot here though. We can kill them nice and easy unless we get your little fellas coming in. Oop, there. We'll take it out, and then yeah, this looks like it should have a couple of these husks, and then I'd say in the middle we'll have a breeze spawn too. Yeah, this time I'm not going to actually finish the room. We're just going to go around, make sure, and just check all the other corridors, see how many we've got, block off the others, and then we'll come back and actually finish it off. Yeah, next couple ones we try end up just being dead ends. And in the end, actually, there's only one other corridor straight upstairs on the top floor above the one we had that end up being a room. So we'll get rid of all this crap on the dead ends and we'll hit those 2 rooms. All right, first room we're going to tackle is what I call the sort of stray room, which is it's sort of a stair as it goes, alternates up and back as we go. 4 stray spawners in here, 1 on the second level that we're doing now, it's 1 on the next level, and then 2 on the level up above that. Main thing on this one is just always face outwards. What you don't want to do is look up at the next level and set that spawner off before you finish this one, because then you'll have the buggers coming down from above. Starts getting a bit hairy. If you do it one at a time, this very easy room really. Just plod along. There's 6 strays come out of each spawner. Knock them off. It's not a problem. I'm going to leave him to do that in the background, and I'm going to hit you with some stats of this trial chamber we've got. This trial chamber has 2 hallways, which I believe is the actual standard, but each hallway's got 3 rooms coming off them. The first hallway we've got 2 stray rooms, which is one of which we're doing right now. Also, it has a husk and breeze room. The second hallway also has 2 stray rooms and has 1 breeze and stray room as well. Plus, additionally, the first hallway has the stray spawner, second one having a stray spawner as well, but it's also got a husk spawner as well. So total, we've got 2 breeze spawners, 4 husk spawners, and 21 stray spawners altogether. This is a fucking shocker, isn't it? With the vaults in here, we've got 21 normal vaults throughout the whole thing and 9 ominous vaults. So as for farming, it's probably not one of the best ones. If we're after bones, yeah. But really all you're going to get out of this is a heap of bones plus a small amount of breeze rods, which breeze rods I think is probably the main item you want to if you're going to farming these areas is what we want. So really we'd be looking for a troll chamber, probably 4 or 5 at least, breeze spawners in it to make it so we could set it up for farming. So yeah, we'll just keep plodding along with this one at the moment, and yeah, we'll I'll show you how we can actually use the spawners for a second time. Oh, sorry, the vaults for a second time. All right, I'll get back to you in a little bit. So I kept going, basically just clearing the rooms out and blocking the spawners up until we'd done all that to every room. So we had, what, 13 normal trial keys at the time. So we thought, might as well do a few vaults as we go around, alternating between that and then hitting up more of the vaults to try and get more keys until we had all the normal vaults done throughout the whole thing. The loot from the normal vaults, it's not much to write home about. It's a couple of unique things you want to try and get, like this, the Gusta banner pattern, and the bolt armor trim you can get from the normal vaults as well. Besides that, yeah, it's muchness. It gives you the ominous bottles too, which is good. So then we can, that's when we kick it up a gear and drink those bottles, and yeah, change them up to ominous spawners, which yeah, everything starts a bit more exciting there. Most of the spawners still spawn the same amount. Some increase, like the spiders and the breeze, and all the skeleton and zombie variants start getting armor on. Anything from chainmail, iron, or even diamond, which is great because it's actually enchanted with protection 4, bad luck when you're taking them down, but and also the trim on them. So you get quite a bit of that, which is pretty cool, as well as ridiculous little fellas with oversized swords. And that's what we're after, the ominous troll key. So we stuck at this for a little while until we ended up collecting enough ominous keys to open up all the ominous vaults, that's where you start getting the much better loot. So let's get up to that. Just a quick look about all that armor I was telling you about. You can pick up a ridiculous amount here. Good for armor stands later on. So yeah, pick a lot of that. The loot from the ominous vaults, obviously, yeah, it's a good step up from the normal vaults. A few unique things, like also there's another trim, same as the other one. There's also another banner pattern, a flow banner pattern from here. Once again, ominous bottles, diamonds, diamond blocks, armor, whole heap of stuff. One of the main things you're after though is the heavy core, which you use then to make into the mace. I go through all 9 of the ominous vaults in this one, and you do not get a heavy core out of that, which is pretty disappointing. Also, one of the other things very, very hard to get hold of is the enchanted book with windburst on it. This is the only place you can get it. Yeah, and it's a bastard to get hold of. All right, I think there's a couple more of this, and then I'll show you basically a good overview of all the stuff we've collected so far here. As you can see, quite a bit. Pottery sherds, records, a heap of bones. You can see I've already converted some into bone blocks, wind charges, and the rods. So yeah, quite a lot of stuff. It's very good for resource gathering, doing the troll chambers. So now I did mention before that there's a way that we can use the vaults a second time. So yeah, we'll get around to that. I'll have to show you that now. All right, give me a minute. And just to be a prick to keep me in suspense for a little bit, it's what we did in between while we're waiting for the spawners to reset. Basically a lot of demolition. There's a lot of good blocks in these troll chambers, and yeah, they don't need it. So yeah, did a hell of a lot of stripping down. Um, Basically, yeah, until we leave a lot of the rooms just in bare bones. But as you can see, it's well worth it. Now, basically, we've used all these buggers, so they're no good to us now, unless we can invite someone in to help us out with that. So, feel very privileged to get this person to come down and help us out. So, give me a sec. I'm just going to let them know they're waiting upstairs and down here in a sec. Give me a minute. All right, it's who's here to meet us? Couldn't even get up facing the right way. G'day, mate. How you doing? He's a handsome lad, isn't he? All right. Yeah, obviously I have a second account, and fortunately another device to use it on. So what we're going to do is he's already got me a heap of these. I'm going to grab these, run around, and get him some more treasure. All right. So join us back in a sec. We'll get that happening. All right. Cheers. Yeah, had a bit of an audio issue here. Sorry. So with the sound, I've had to kill all that, and we'll just do a bit of voiceover from here. So yeah, basically, we ran him around to all the vaults. I'm not going to show you all the normal vaults. We just got normal sort of crap out of them. The ominous vault. So obviously, this is where we should be getting the good stuff. And yeah, it took a couple of vaults, but we did start getting some of the nice rarer stuff coming in. I think on the next one. Where are we? No, not in this one yet. We're going to catch up. Way too many arrows in the loot for these ones, but here we go. We finally got ourselves a heavy core. So yeah, pretty happy about that. We can make our mace and start doing some damage with that. And yeah, on the very next one too, we got another one. So in this effort, definitely worth it. I've got two, basically the equivalent of doing two complete troll chambers, but just by having that second account just to come in and use it on the vault. So yeah, is it a bit dodgy? Yeah, possibly, but yeah, no, definitely worth it. All right, we'll finish up getting all the loot here. Thanks, mate, for coming up. Too easy. What a guy. Hey, you still there? Um, well, basically, this is all the good gear combined for the two. Well, hard to say it's not worth doing, isn't it? That's a moral dilemma, as discussed. So obviously there's a few things missing. Windburst is the main one. Wouldn't mind more of these, but we can sort of set up those areas just to be able to farm them. And yeah, definitely advantage of having a second account. I have used it for AFKing. I've done overnighters with one at the gold farm, one at the ink farm. So, why not? It's if opportunity's there, as long as you're comfortable with it. Yeah, but obviously we've still got more gear to get. This is not enough, so yeah, find another one and rinse and repeat. All right, I'll catch you up with it. Cheers. So here we are in a second trial chamber that we've done. We did a bit more here because we found this one actually had 3 breeze spawners. So we decided to take advantage and we set up a bit of a system so we can farm them. So I'm just going to take you through that system now. Well, I've just checked all the spawners have reset. So we're just going to jump in our cart and this will take us around to the first one. It'll dump us out. We can nip in, do this. 10 breeze rods. That's the start. They're the things we're after. Jump back in the next cart and it'll take us up to the next one. We do the same here. Don't go outside, you bastard. Getting crap out of them. But we're getting the wind charges. 21 rods, sorry. And head off to the last one. Yeah, only got a key. Alright, so that's a 3 done normal. So we'll take this cart back to the starting position. There's a lovely tour through the gutted remains of what I've left behind here. As you can see, yeah, haven't left a whole heap. You're down there in the main hall, you can see definitely stripped it bare. Alright, so once we're back, dump what we don't want. What do I do? Leave a chest here with what we're collecting. Get rid of that potion. Alright, so what we can do now is we'll grab a ominous bottle and do the trip again. Nice and quick. You've got to wait half an hour. You've got to stay here for half an hour basically for it to reset. Is a bit annoying, but that's the nature of the spawners. Bit more fun. We get 4 of them this time when it's now it's ominous. Don't go outside, you wanker. I got him. Thanks for that. Thank you. And as you can see, we pick up nearly double the amount of breeze rods. You get time to, it's about a 6 or 7 minute round trip to get them both done. So unfortunately it's that waiting between the little bastard. Gee, carrot, thanks, man. Alright, off to the last one. You see, always go over to this side to start off with. If you're trying to get any wind charges in this direction, it's got less chance of hitting the button and opening the door. Don't, oh, you bastards. Where are they gone? Where have they gone? Did I? I must have finished it. I did. Switched on. There we go. So, yeah, no decent keys, unfortunately, but as you can see, we've got a stack and a bit. What we got back there, so about a stack and a half. It's generally what I've been getting each time we come and do this. So, yeah, it would be nice. I was having thoughts trying to get one with 4 or 5 spawners, but I don't know if that's going to be likely. It seems to 3 seems to be the maximum I've been able to spot so far. So yeah, but definitely worth the effort, because we've already set up one thing back at base which we need these breeze rods for. So I'll show you that and then we can finish off. Alright, cheers. Alright, we're back at base. We're just going to dump off these breeze rods with the rest of the what we've collected so far. As you can see, we've been doing a bit of farming, starting to get a reasonable amount. Now, what have we been using them for? Let's head up the mountain and I'll show you what we're doing. First thing, we'll just nip up through the bubble column here to the tree farm. As you can see, it's where we are. Now we're going to head up to the top of that peak, basically, just inside it. So we built a new tunnel out the back here. It'll take us to underneath that peak and a little column up to the top here. So where we are now is right at the top of the mountain. What we've got here is we've set up 4 dispensers all facing inwards, full of wind charges and a pressure plate to set them all off and shoot us up in the air so we can fly. From here we can get to, you can't even get the ground happening. Come on, get to a lot of our places without actually using any of the rockets at all from that start. So yeah, nice and helpful. Quick sneak peek at what we're doing for the next episode. But I do believe that's it for now. And yeah, we've got to do something about this room too. Alright. Well guys, thanks for joining me. We'll call it an episode here. Hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And if you know some old fart that enjoys Minecraft, please pass it on to them, mate. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.